Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Sharks TV. I'm joined by Martin Grubb again. We had the announcement of the defenders last week there, and this is the second of maybe 3 episodes that we're going to do, and we're going to look at some of the forwards today. So over to you, Martin.
Yeah, second of 3, maybe 4. We'll see how some of the negotiations go. I think that like we discussed before, happy with the back end, and I think there might still be the odd one, maybe 2 come in there. Forward wise, we're going to go and talk tonight about our kind of core of the returning guys, but there's still hopefully quite a few things up our sleeves to excite people going forward. I guess getting straight into it, firstly we're going to bring back Scott Henderson, young man with huge potential. Was a big player for us last year. His experience he got with Glasgow on his 2 ways been fantastic for him. And he's just grown for having him right through the junior programme, and a great player for us. So delighted to bring Scotty back. Adds a lot to the group. And size, skill, speed, goals. He's kind of got a lot there. He can play physical. So really pleased that we've been able to bring him and secure Scott.
He's rapid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very quick. Good release on his shot. He's scored some big goals for us even as a young player already. So I guess it's much like when we discussed Liam on the back end. These are the kind of young guys that when we can keep them here and when we have them, we've got to appreciate them, because who knows where they're going to end up. Probably somewhere higher than us, because ultimately that's our job to do that. But we'll appreciate him while he's here, and we're delighted that he is back, and expect him, as he did the kind of pre-COVID season, if you like. I think he'll have a huge impact again for us. So I think it's not a bad forward to start with. We're also going to bring back Rudy Lockerbie. Again, young player that played his majority of his junior career here before he moved and had some experience in North America. Stepped up full time with the senior team last year, and I thought they had a decent season. I think Rory on his own admittance knows that there's more there. Loads of skill, like bags of skill. Really good hands, reads the game well, and I think that last season that he did play will stand him in good stead. I think he'll step up a bit more now, and I guess that's a challenge for every player, not just Rory, but the challenge is now to produce a little bit more on the offence. And he's a year, or maybe nearly 2 years older when you think of where we are now. But he's older and wiser in his hockey development, and he started well enough in pre-season here. So again, another guy that we'll be expecting offensive output from, and excited to have back. So I think that's again a decent addition. Quite happy with the signing of Rory. And then we go and we add a little bit of size with Scott Crane coming back. Obviously, Scott, he plays that kind of, I wouldn't say a nasty game, but he can play in the ugly areas. He likes to play in the corners, he likes to play in the net front. He's a complete team guy, really well liked within the dressing room. And obviously does add that kind of size and physicality, a wee bit of toughness that teams need. And his all-round game, I thought, over the course of the last season, getting kind of back to this level, I thought that improved immensely as we went. So again, really, probably just he is that ultimate team guy. I think the job he has away for the rink it makes him that kind of person. So as a guy, we had to get him back, and he's hungry to get back. So some size is always good, and a guy that's willing to do as I say, almost the ugly work. So happy to bring Crane back.
I think he developed a lot in the second half of last season. I noticed the difference just in those last few games. We played some really good hockey.
Yeah, and I think one of the things with Scott is that he works hard. On and off the ice, he works hard, keeps himself in good shape. He's very coachable, where, like you say, throughout the course of the year he was picking things up. Obviously he had played at SNL for a number of years, and that step up, it takes a little while to get used to it, but once you got used to our systems, and he was an asset. Like, he's a big body that goes hard to the net. He picked up some valuable goals again. Yeah. And I thought that He was definitely. He was probably peaking kind of just before the season got curtailed. So again, it's another one of the challenges to hold in that regular spot in the lineup and bring something to the team. So delighted we've got him, and I guess it was almost like a bit of a partner in crime. Another guy that played quite a bit of SNL before he stepped back up again to this level. We're going to bring back Gordon Horn, who, if I'm honest, I thought by the end of the year, when you're talking about Scott, but I thought by the end of the year Horner was unbelievable for us. He was one of the first guys on the penalty kill. He was blocking shots, he was making hits, he was chipping in with his fair share of numbers in terms of goals and assists. Played at both ends of the ice. One of them that I know Jamie and I discussed it was kind of like that coach's dream, that you could put him in any situation. I think for a big guy, he's in good shape, but he skates well, he's got a hard shot, and he probably doesn't use that enough. But a guy again that we're expecting more from, even though he's a little bit older and more experienced than some of the younger players. Like him and Scott Crane are both good guys to have around, and we still think they can get better. So another body that's desperate. Again, one of the key things, they're desperate to be here. They're good team guys. They want to be part of this team. They want to continue to get better, and they want to help the team. So very happy to have him. And another guy who in that same mould is very happy to mix it up is Kieran Hare. And again, I thought Kieran he was a bit slow to start last year, and he got injured. And then once he came back for that injury, the kind of physicality, he was hard on the forecheck. He's one of them guys, again, him and Gordon Horn were a penalty killing unit together, who again would block shots, chipped in with a bit of offence on top of that, but he keeps the game really simple. He makes good decisions, he knows what's expected. Again, as another kid that's played his junior hockey here, he's played for both Jamie and myself as kind of separate coaches as well as a coaching team. So I think again there's a lot more to come for Kieran in terms of he was just getting his confidence and really finding himself and really fitting into our lineup on a regular shift. So happy that all these guys have decided to stay. It gives us consistency in our lineup. I think it's really important. I know everybody looks who's going to be new, and I guess like every team, the rumours will go out there. Fans have always got their favourites. I think every one of these guys that we've talked about so far they're team guys. They're guys that I'd like to think everybody appreciates. They do the stuff that as coaches we love to see, that may not get the accolades for some of the supporters that some of the higher scorers would get. But I think it's a really good core, really good consistent core that know us, we know them, they know what it's all about. So happy with that. And then we're going to call it a new face, a new old face. I don't know how you want to put it, but I don't know. He might get upset if we just don't say the boss is back.
I think we can guess who this is now.
Ross Murray, 4-time NHL champ, as he'll keep telling and reminding everybody, has decided that he's going to come home. He's going to come back and be a Shark again. We know him so well. We helped in his career, and he's helped us so much as a player for being here. And he felt he had to go and test himself, obviously in Whitley, and fair play to him. He's went, as much as we would have loved to have won the league, he went and won the league there. Proved how valuable he is as not only a player but as a person and teammate in Whitley. So we're delighted that we're getting that back, and that we're able to have his presence not only on the ice but off the ice. I think the fans appreciate him. He's kind of all action style. He can again chip in with some big goals. Before he left here, he was one of our number one penalty killers again as well. He can play in front of the net on any kind of setup, whether it be a power play or on his regular shift. And he probably is a little bit underrated in terms of his hockey playing ability, because a lot of other teams, it's that love to hate. But I think that kind of player is always one where you don't realise how important he is till maybe you do play against him. And we've been talking a lot. We continued to speak obviously when he was in Whitley, and there's always been a respect and friendship between us as a coach-player environment. So he made it pretty clear that with his, certainly with the situation the family and his work and obviously now his hockey life. He wanted to be back, which was one of the key things for me, and obviously we wanted him back straight away. So yeah, I think that's probably our for this one. It's a big announcement is that he's back and he will be it's always Shark once again, and we're delighted to have him.
I mean, I think that's fantastic. I mean, the Whitley Warriors fans, they took to him as well. But the big news is for all Sharks fans is that Murray is no longer a Warrior. Murray is a Shark. So it'll be good to see him back here at the Expo. Stay tuned, because over the next few days, maybe a week or so, we'll get another couple of meetings with Martin where we'll release the rest of the signings. So thanks, Martin. Appreciate your time as always.
Pleasure, Andy. Thank you very much.